Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. We are continuing on with the diesel punk vintage simplicity. That one. Overalls, coveralls, dungarees, what have you. Good morning or afternoon, Nathan. How are you today? So I did some sewing offline or off screen, and I've got the bodice facing. I need to deal a little bit with, but like here's the top. I've got the straps attached, little pocket. This bit that's white is going to get flipped around to the other side, so you won't see it. Yeah, this will be the top. I'm betting today we're gonna get. I bet we're gonna get it all put together with the pants today. I'm thinking if I'm not able to finish it up today, it's gonna be because of the buttonholes. So, let's see. We're through. Did I do apply interfacing to front facing and back facing? I did that. I didn't mark where I was. Here's one I made earlier. Well, sort of. Just, I've been, working on it. I guess Tuesday night, I think, was the last time that I worked on it. I'm pretty sure Tuesday morning on stream, I got the straps put on, and that might have been where I stopped. It might not have been. Maybe I made the straps. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, basically at this point, all of the pieces that I have left, I've got the pants portion that will eventually go into the top. They're inside out right now because that's how they need to be. And then loose pieces, I have my underlap and the waistband. The underlap is gonna go on this top piece, I believe. And then the waistband is what puts both the top and the bottom together. We stopped after sewing up the leg and putting on the pocket. Oh, really? Oh, wow. All right. So let me do a catch up then, I guess. We've got, okay, pant leg is done. I sewed on the pocket. So there's the two straps that will go over, if it's on this way, go up and over the back. The back side is stitched on, so it will just go around. It's cool as if we just fast forward a bit. Right. Although you could have done more. I just sewed out, but I don't remember any straps. It's possible. As I'm trying to remember, I was doing a push Tuesday night because I was called to talk to Mom. She was also sewing, so we were talking about our sewing projects, and then got off the phone with her, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep sewing for a little bit, just a little bit longer, and that's how I tend to is just a little bit longer, and then I don't get any sleep, and then I burn myself out. So I made myself stop, I guess, at this point. And I meant to come back and do more sewing. Let's see, Wednesday was World v. World Wednesday, so no sewing Wednesday morning. Wednesday night was more gaming. Thursday I was very sick. Well, not very sick, but Thursday I was sick, and I tried to be up, but I went back to bed, and I stayed in bed till about 6:30 that night, and then yesterday was work and gaming, so And now I'm starting early because I got ready early and why not? So it's possible I might finish this. I might finish this today or get really, 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 really close. And if we go, I don't know, we'll see how close we get. I may run a little long today. Why not? It could be fun. I don't have any other plans. Not till later, like this evening, so. Alright, so I applied interfacing, front facing, and back facing, or two front facing and back facing. That's the white that you're seeing here is ironed on to the back of the denim flap here. Stitch front facing to back facing at right side seams. Done. Edge finish, lower edge, yes, on outside pin facing to bottom to bodice at upper edge, matching centers, notches, small dots, and seams. Stitch, trim seams, clip corners, and curves. I stitched, I did not clip corners and or curves. So that is where I guess we start today's adventure. Snip, snip. Oh yeah, but it wanted me to understitch the facing and that's why I stopped. I was like, but wouldn't I want to understitch it before I snip it? I guess it doesn't really matter because it's as long as I'm the understitching the understitching just stitches the facing to the seam allowance so that it all folds under and stays under nicely. Nah, it should be fine as long as I leave at least like a 1/4 inch. Going through those straps is pretty thick. Oh man. So this entire thing is a curve, so we'll just clip. Periodically. Trim off the extra bulk in these corners. takes care of step number 20. Anyone understitch facing. So before I do that, let me run over to the iron and press that seam towards the facing. Do I have my seam roll? Oh, for goodness sakes. Give me my leash. Oh, although that might work too. Oh, there's the seam roll. Using this. Hey, good morning, Title. How are you? Using this to help me get around this corner. I should be able to kind of lay it on the seam roll, and that'll help me get up in that corner. Doing good, good, good. This may also not help me do that at all. Come on. There we go. Alright. That should make the understitching a little easier. I wonder if I dare try doing this just with no pins. Because it's gonna get real gnarly right there. Hopefully with the ironing, it should, we'll try it, We can always undo it, right? Yeah. Good morning, Hella. Good morning, Liz. How are you all today? Doing well, good. I'm doing pretty well. Get into a tight little corner on here. You're good? Sunny today? Good. How am I? I'm doing pretty alright. Made it to another Saturday. Another weekend. Well, how we're supposed to understitch this corner? Guess just to like that. Sewing works great in 2 dimensions, not so much in 3. Ugh. So thankful for the weekend, right? Oof. It has been a week. It didn't help that it was full moon, and you can tell me that there's been studies that prove there's no correlation to full moon energy, nonsense, whatever. Working retail, I can tell you. Working medical, I can tell you. Full moon energy is a thing. I'm glad that we got past this current one, because it was something else. So I'm just going to cheat this corner a little bit. We're not going to stitch it all the way to the corner. It's not a stitch that's going to show. It'll be on the inside of the garment, so I don't care. I am not blonde today. No, I'm blonde for work, but I like the purple for doing this. Like on Monday and Tuesday, I went immediately to work, and so I was like, I'm not going to change my wig out. between this and going to work, so. But I did get 2 new wigs this week because, well, I needed to because the old one is getting a little old. And I've pushed it beyond its 1 month. And so, and they were on sale. So I was like, well, I'm going to need another one after this next new one. So yes, we'll just get 2. Do I have to switch wigs every month? That's kind of been about the lifespan that I've noticed, or I've come to expect. This blonde one has lasted me about a month and a half, so that's pretty good. Just because like the fibers in them get funky. So now that I have a bunch of them, I kind of want to try seeing if hot tooling on any of them will help, and if I can revive them at all. I don't want to do it on a wig that it's new and ready to wear because I don't want to ruin it, but like if I'm already not going to be wearing them anymore because they're kind of old and ruined, not ruined, but yeah, old and funky, then I might as well try do some experimenting. Because it does make me feel a little bad that I'm going through like a wig a month. They're plastic. I don't know that you can really recycle them. I don't know what you do with old wigs. I mean, I can always donate them to Goodwill or schools or something, but they're still kind of grody and a little gross. I don't know. So it's worth trying, figuring out, seeing if I can revive any of them. Collect a bunch, then burn them in a fire when you have a great big pile. Something melting plastic environment something. To say nothing of noxious fumes. I think this is going to be another one where I'm going to have to break it off at this corner. Burning plastic. Yeah, but like, that smells funny. Oh, you need a new computer? Yes! I miss playing with you! We need to do more fractals. And get you onto Darkhaven so you can, play World v World with us. You can do it inside a tire, then the rubber would mask the fumes. Oh my goodness. Nate, you're intending on getting me into trouble. You Dorkhaven. Yeah, but that's where I play. On Wednesdays, anyways. Well, Wednesday mornings, yeah. Is that stitch? Oh. Yes. Okay. Like seeing an extra run of gray thread, I'm like, why? Why is there more thread there? It's the stay stitching. And or we could play Final Fantasy, because I know Nate's been playing Final Fantasy lots, and you play Final Fantasy sometimes, Liz. And I think you said you did, right? Or you were just interested in it. No, you did. You used to play it. Get a big old dungeoneering community going on. I played it a lot, and I think I got to Stormblood and got locked out of a dungeon. Oh, you have to do to progress the story because of level. So I got mad and stopped playing. Fair. It's yeah. Getting stuck at some of the dungeons is tricky. Definitely helps. Like, uh, so I've been playing it with Nate, and so if I'm on like my monk DPS character, he'll go in on his either tank or healer. And when you for sure have a healer in the group, man, you don't have to wait on those dungeons at all. Oh, that does. Yeah, it doesn't even let you run a dungeon without a certain gear level, and the piece I need is literally the reward for the dungeon. Wait, what? I've been playing Harvestella on my Switch recently, so I got the Final Fantasy vibes I need. Nice. Nice. I might be able to do the rest of this without stopping. We'll see. Come on. Why you no go through there? Come on. This is the closest to the needle I've had my fingers in forever. I don't like it. But I think having a bunch of pins would be almost worse. So we'll just go slow and not stitch the fingers into the machine. Do you play a lot of games on your Switch, Liz? I have a Switch and I have like 4 games on it, and I don't play any of them. You do now? Nice. Oh, sure, sure. Interesting. Oh well, it should be fine. couple places. Apparently I followed the wrong seam line and fell into stitched in the seam. But we'll be okay. I've been playing an indie adventure game called A Space for the Unbound, and it's so good so far. Good. I'd love to stream it, but it looks like even to stream Switch games, I need a functional computer. Yeah, and I want to say, I think Nathan tried to stream his Switch, and it's not easy. I don't know, it seemed like it was a really complicated ask to do. Oh, it was awesome? It was good to do? Okay. I don't know. Why did I think? Oh, just not cheap. Okay. You just need a bunch of chords and stuff. Need it. Oh, capture card. PC doesn't need to be anything special though. Yeah, but it probably needs to work. From the sounds of it, hers is not really working much at all. Understitch. Turn facing to the inside. Press. Space raw edges together. Wait, do what? Oh, down at the bottom end. Okay. Okay. An outside top stitch 1 inch away from upper edge of bodice. Okay. Yours doesn't turn on half the time. Yeah, that, Gosh, that sounds frustrating. Ooh, important to know, that top stitching does not include over the overall straps, right? The straps need to be free of the top stitching. I would think so. Yeah, so I'll have to move the straps. Aw, Giannis there, you asked how you learned to sew so well, so I read him your whole bio. Aw, thanks. It's so cool you can sew. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was definitely, my mom started me off, and then once, I don't know, she gave me all the basics, and then when I found my inspirations, I'm like, all right, here we go. That said, I do tend to take a lot of shortcuts, and I am trying to get better about that, because there are reasons that it has you do things. Like, I would not understitch that. It seems like a waste of time, especially if I'm just going to top stitch. But I think I'm just going to follow the instructions, not skip as many steps. I will probably be happier for it in the long run. So there, now it's really starting to look like a top. We'll take the pins out here. Wrap around, that's the back. I kind of want to clean up some of those stitches that show, but we'll wait. We'll finish, like, get all of it put together, and then I'll clean those up. Base the raw edges, which are this one and this one. And top stitch 1 inch from upper edge of bodice. I am going to give myself a cheat. Well, maybe. Let's see if there's something that is 1 inch away from this. Aha. So a lot of sewing machines come with marks on the plate that give you some common seam allowance. So like 5/8 inch is there because typically you're stitching in about a 5/8 inch seam allowance when you're doing commercial patterns. This piece of hair. 1/4 inch is there, 1/2 inch is there. Those are common quilting ones. 1 inch happens to be to the very edge of the plate, so that makes that easy. Yay! Am I gonna make YouTube videos teaching people how to sew? You would watch. I don't know. That takes a lot of foresight, because I would think that I would want some things in the process. That's a lot of organization, and I don't know that I am there yet. Maybe I can go through some of these as I've done like little blurbs on, just trying to think what, talking about different, oh my gosh, words are hard. I'm sorry, we're gonna edit this out in post. techniques or tools, gadgets. I could do a little thing talking about them, but I don't know about like teaching how to sew, because there's so many different aspects. Like, you know, if you're going to teach somebody how to sew, where do you start? Do they already know how to run a sewing machine? They just need to know about how to cut out the pattern or how to measure for a pattern. Like, I could maybe do some things like that, I guess. Right now I don't have a YouTube, so I don't know. I guess it's a thing that maybe could be a place to go once I get more into this, maybe? I'm not wholly adverse, but start with this as a sewing machine. I could do that, yeah. That's how you choose a sewing machine. Oh, now, I could. My current sewing machines were both gifted to me, so how I chose a sewing machine is I used the sewing machines that I was given. But yeah, the difference is if I do get my Janome back, to show the difference between that one being a mechanical sewing machine versus this one being computerized. Yeah, I could do something along those lines. Things you definitely want to look out for if you're picking a sewing machine, I guess. This I might have wanted to pin down. Yeah, I think I do. We're gonna take that out and we're gonna start that over. The fabric was shifting on me, and I can handle it shifting on me when it's gonna be inside the seam and it doesn't show, but not so much when it's gonna be the top stitching that is very obvious. I think I might also probably want either more cameras or a different camera setup to do something like that, because I definitely don't get the feeling like this works, but like this camera is not real high quality. It's my tablet, and it works, but to show any detail of what I'm doing is not great. I could try using that one if we're doing like detail stuff. Maybe I'll try to get another one of those at some point. But I also want a camera that shows like what I'm doing over on the ironing board, because that would be nice sometimes. I should see if any of my old smartphones would still work with like Droid Cam. Because like as long as they have Wi-Fi capability, they should theoretically still function. Might need to get more tripods. Maybe that'll be what I do with my tax return this year. Get a couple new cameras and a microphone. Not a microphone, sorry. A couple new cameras and a tripod. This microphone is fine. I just need to get better at using it. Not mash it every time I try to put pins in my mouth. Maybe start with not putting pins in my mouth. I'm also contemplating, I wonder, maybe another project, is the reflection of the fan distracting? I feel like it might be distracting. So like, I could maybe make a cover to go over my table. I could do that as a stream thing. And then it would just be temporary, not a forever thing. I put it on when I do a sewing project, and I take it off when I don't need it anymore. I'll have to think about that. I've got the cardboard cutting mat, but that shifts a lot. And it's a little too big in all directions, so like if I knock it too much, it hits the tripod, which will make your camera shake, which is, you know, super great. Let's see that. I still think we probably want a little bit more pins than that, just in case. Okay. It's a little better. It's still kind of pulling or tucking, but not bad. So I know this top stitching is going to do two things. Number one, it's going to keep that facing laying down, so it'll never flip up while I'm wearing it. But then it's also decorative, so I gotta make sure it looks nice. I have two cameras. I've got right now just the um, Logi Logitech camera here, and then my this one here is my tablet. I don't currently have anything else set up as a camera. Oh, boo, and my machine just stopped off. Hey, come on, come on. I'm kind of wondering because I've been looking at how some other sewers have their sewing streamers have theirs set up. Um, and there are some that have like their entire craft room seems to have a camera in every corner, but I can't see them, so I don't know how they have them rigged so that you can't see them and they're out of the way. Um, I'm guessing some of them have them hanging from the ceiling, which I don't think I can really do unless I build in. I mean, I have an idea on how I could maybe potentially do it. Just like getting a bunch of banisters and tensioning them across the ceiling and hanging camera booms from them or something. That would be ambitious and also very specific to this room. Like I would, you know, that would not be a project that would move necessarily. Yeah, that would be intense. That would be pretty I don't know. I don't know that that is the way that I would want to go. I could float them on little magic clouds. I would really love to do that. If I could just have them, I need a drone cam operator. That's what I need. Somebody come in and, you know, do little drones around, and then you'd be able to see exactly what I'm looking at right here on my sewing machine, which would be probably more entertaining than what you're getting right now. It would follow me over there, just and the sewing machine just turns off again. Thank you, sewing machine. You're super helpful this morning. Oh no! Shoot. I ran out of bobbin thread. How far did I go when I ran out of bobbin? I have that much to go and I ran out of bobbin thread. Alright, well. On the plus side, I'll be putting the same color bobbin thread as I have on my top thread. Right? I've gotten lucky so many times where I will run out of the bobbin thread just as I finish the seam. Appears to not be my luck today, but you know, for the amount of times that I have had that fortune, I guess. We paused this regularly scheduled program. Fortunately, it's not a huge production to refill the bobbin. That's all it takes. Goes. There goes that way. Saves. All is right with the world again. Well, all is right with my sewing machine anyways. Start a little back from where we ended. There we go. So it's a little bit thicker of a seam, but seam line or whatever, but it's not super noticeable. And there'll be buttons there, so it'll be fine. Alright, so I don't know if that shows... yeah, a little bit. So you can kind of see the top stitching line. A lot of denim, jeans, shirts, so forth, do have that kind of top stitching on the waistbands, the pockets. It's decorative, but it also is there to show the or to hold things. So on the back side, it's holding this facing down, so again, it's not gonna like flip up on me. I definitely don't have undershifts for my Renaissance costumes that have facings that flip up on me at all. Nope. Not me. Alright, I am gonna take a quick 3-minute break, ad break, drink some coffee, and get ready to do, I don't know, what's the next step? Oh, I should probably check off. Step 21 is done. Yay! Step 22. There's a total of 33 steps. So we're down to the last almost 10. Woo! And by almost 10, it's like 11 or 12, depending on how you count them. So, thank you, I shall. Aw. Yeah, we're moving on to the waistband. Eep! So, we'll be right back. Alright, we back. So, with right sides together, pin waistband to lower edge of bodice, matching centers and notches, placing small dot at side seam. Left end extends 5/8 inch over finished edge. Good to note. Based. Based, okay. So, waistband, of which I have 2. I wonder if it matters. It does. So center front. Center back. Oops. So yes, it'll be this one. Because center front will match up. There, yeah. That looks right. Alright, cool. It said it's on the center, or on the front, right? No, left end extends 5/8 inch over finished edge. Yes, and this is my left. So it's normally I would like be panicking about the fact that it there's too much there. Thank goodness it tells me don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. Dots go on the side seam. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. They do. There's a little bit of easing that I'm going to have to do since it's kind of, since the bodice piece has a little bit of curving on it. Not a lot, but a little bit. little bit more than that. I'm gonna add an extra pin to make sure that this seam that seam allowance stays flat when I go stitch it. Yeah. Overpin this section again, taking care of some of that ease, just to make sure that nothing gets wrinkled or caught, so it all lays nice and flat. So this one is just going to be a baste. It's not even going to be a small stitch. We're just doing a baste stitch, which is a longer stitch. Is this going with this? What? Oh, the facing. Right. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yes. Makes sense. Okay. we're going to use a nice long stitch. We'll stitch slightly inside 5/8 inch. Seam allowance. I'll give a little tension on the fabric as we stitch it through. Okay, well, now it wasn't my bobbin thread that I lost, it was my main thread. What happened to you? What did you get stuck on? Maybe I put the thread holder on a little too tight. Thread cap. I'm not real sure what that piece is. Did I notice you switched out the O in your name for an A? I did not! Oh, that's fun. Ooh, I like it. But you're still doing Legos, right? Is that why did you have to? Did they make you? Or is it a thing that you just wanted to? Because it's definitely more evocative of our good elf friend. It sounds more the way you want now. There's no corporate issue. Yes. Dumb corporations. Why can't they let us little people have fun things? But that's alright. There was no issue, but also don't want to get in trouble. Fair enough. I hear that. Like, if there is no issue, let there continue being no issue. Having no issue is good. Oh my goodness, this whole thing is janky. Why? Why are you janky? Okay, that's the first time I've ever seen like this stitch. Oh, the thread just tore that stitch. That's what happened. Okay. But like, why though? It happened a couple times. 3 times. Let's try that basting stitch again. At least it doesn't need to be a running, or a stitch that has to all be one stitch. We can do a little bit messing around with it. I think people will read it as one word instead of 2 separate words. Ah, fair, yes. Maybe this was me holding it too tightly as it went through? I don't know. I've never seen it do this before. From there, it looks like it's okay. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Get rid of some of the extra pins that we don't need. Less likelihood of scratches and sticks and such. Because, you know, having ripped on my thumb last week, did I go get band-aids this week? Nope. I still have no band-aids, so cannot have major bleeding complication issues. Not allowed. checking that there's nothing got caught funky. Cool, okay. I will accept that. Step number 22, done. So we're gonna set this aside for a moment. And we're gonna grab the other waistband piece, which is the facing piece. Press 1/2 inch under, press under 1/2 inch on lower edge of waistband facing, which is going to be this part, because the part with extra notches lines up to the bodice piece, and these lower notches would line up to the pants. So we're gonna finger press it under 1/2 inch, and then I'll take it over to the iron and actually press it. Let's see, I'm gonna guess if that's, oh. Well, I can guesstimate a 1/2 inch. That's good to know. Some days I've still got it. Take it over to the iron and make that a very nice crisp. No, you don't get to shut off yet. Oh, I'm not done with you. Wake up. Make it a nice crisp press? Fold? Oh. You're almost out of water again? My goodness. Alright. So that is my nice pressed edge. Stitched under 1/2 inch. Trim to 1/4 inch. Okay. On inside, pin the right side of waistband facing to the wrong side of bodice. Like, I know these words are English. It's gonna take me a second to like actually process right side, wrong side. When you're sewing, the right side is the fabric side that you're gonna see. So in this case, it's the polka dot. The wrong side will be the white. And typically when you're putting like this together, you've got the wrong sides together, and then you stitch it, and then when you turn it right side out, you get that all, you know, that way you don't see any of the wrong side of the fabric. Jan is trying to fix your computer. Go, Jan, you can do it. Get her up and running. Inside, so that will be showing the wrong side of the bodice. Pin the right side of the waistband facing to the wrong side of the bodice. So it's gonna look funky like that, but that's a-okay. Because then, as it said, this facing will end up covering up the seam that will be the waist of the pants altogether. So this will lay flat, and you won't see the wrong side of that because the actual waistband will be flipped around. They'll meet, you know, like that, more or less. Okay, trust the process. So basically now I just need to match up all of the same things that I matched up on the other waistband piece. Then we sandwich it all together and we stitch it. centers and notches and placing small dots at side seams and stitch. Yes. But I'm only going to stitch across. I will stitch this bit separately. Good to know. Good to know. This bit being the overhanging bit from on the side. Fun to note, all of my all of the markings that are going to show the buttonholes are all going to be folded up on the inside, and I'm not going to be able to see them. So that's going to be fun. I'm probably going to have to remark those on the outside. This is giving me some drum corps vibes. Back in the day I was in a drum and bugle corps, and this kind of sounds like some of the drum solos that the drum section would get. That was kind of fun. Yes, thank you. So this one, it's still Soundstripe from Twitch, and it is, I think it's the Intense soundtrack or Intense station thing. Yeah, Intense Soundtracks. Make your live stream feel larger than life with these epic and cinematic tracks. You have 3,500 channel points. I need to make big rewards for like 5k and 10k. I know, I just don't know what to do. Suggestions are welcome. I just don't know. May or may not be at 18k. Oh no. Okay, so channel points are getting out there. All right, I need to figure out something. And I would definitely want something that would, something that would be good for both the sewing ones and the gaming ones. I have no idea for stuff like that. So I know, like, my little brother, he's got it like 50k and 100k things specific to Guild Wars. Like, I think the 50k is force him to change his profession from whatever it is that he is to whatever you want him to do. And for 100k, you can make him put the tag, be a tag, or a commander tag. I don't know. I could do something similar to that, but then that's specific to Guild Wars and not any relevance to this. I suppose I could do one that's a force change music. Whoever does, maybe like a 25k force change background music to whatever type of music they want to force change it to. There's a part of me like, maybe at a throwing pencils on the floor. At a certain level, maybe you get to pick my next project or something. I don't know. I ever get different lighting in here, maybe, you know, color. 10K wig color choice. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah. Force me to change out wig on an ad break. Okay, yeah. And then like title U and L have music or sound effects at different price points or points point price points. I don't know that I would want a jump scare though. Could you imagine me with a jump scare and pins? Or I'm cutting along something and all of a sudden, loud noise. You're looking at getting rid of some of those, they never get used. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are now stitching. We're going to stitch right across. Takes care of that. Now I need to carefully stitch the left side seams. Side seam, being careful not to catch in bodice. So I need to stitch the overlap here together, but don't stitch the bodice piece with it. Otherwise it won't turn. In theory, it's 5/8 of an inch, but was I careful enough? Please, please, please. Yes! I did it. So now that is its own piece, all encased and not stitched. There. Woo! Okay. Trim seam, clip corners and curves. Much thickness, or I just love that my scissors don't even care how many layers of this denim we're cutting through. They're like, yep, okay, we'll eat it. Again, if you are in the market for a good pair of sewing scissors, but are a little bit on a budget, These are singers. They're usually around 20 bucks. And worth it. Curves, what curves? Alright, step 23. Oh, I lost my lid. There we go. Oh, we're on the last side. Pressed waistband and facing away from bodice. Bring facing up away from waistband. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, right. So when I go to pin the pants legs, so we'll flip this around, we'll pin that, or we'll press this down like that, but then I have to lift this bit up so I can pin the pants part to here. And then we pull the facing down after we stitch the pants on. Probably hand stitch, slip stitch, nope, top stitch. Cool, that's bold. Let's go press the seam. Press a bunch of seams actually, like 2 seams, 3 seams all together, same time. Oh. We'll deal with that in a minute. Okay. Now it's all nice and pressed. So now we've got the bodice with the waistband. So my little bit of concern is that I did not stitch the facing. I did not take into account the 1/2 inch under. Yeah, I need to redo that. So, the facing is supposed to be, you know, folded under that 1/2 inch, well, 1/4 inch now, but I didn't stitch that. So, this will be a teeny tiny little seam to fix. And I need to fix it, like I'm pretty sure it'll pretty well mess it up. Should fix that. And stitch. Yes. Okay. Good. Still managed to not stitch the bodice into that seam. Yes. Let me go repress that since I've meddled with it. Next. This is the step that puts it all into one piece. Well, I still have the underlap piece that will be in 3 more steps. But okay, so that is press waistband and facing away from bodice. Done. Bring facing up away from waistband with right sides together. Pin upper edge of pants to waistband, matching centers and notches, and placing small dot at side seam. So it seems to me like maybe at this point I might want to turn the pants right side out. Yes, I will want to turn the pants right side out. Here, pants. Alright. So we have pants front. Right sides together. I'm going to want to turn this around this way. Correct? Right sides together better be. Yeah, right sides together. Got myself all confused all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, what side am I looking at? I had the front to you guys, front to the camera, butt to me. Update, your computer is on! Yay! You better take advantage of that. Holy crap. Good job, Jan. Downloading Guild Wars 2 right now. Yeah. It's gonna be it's a hefty patch. Funny how they keep adding things. But yay! Ow. Notches line up, and when the notches line up, the edges line up. That's so encouraging. Need to be up higher. Where's the raise the seat? Oh, seat is as raised as it'll go. Cool. I feel like I'm like doing this, which makes me feel like I'm probably up too high on the table. But really I just need to sit up straight, straighten my back. Stir. Spent the last 2 days not wearing my corset, which probably also didn't help. I was not going to push that issue. My stomach was mad at me for not going to compress it when it's angry. This needs a little easing in, but that should not be too problematic. This piece needs a little bit more easing than the other one. Or this section, I guess. No, as long as it stays just like that. Don't change. Okay. The sewing machine awake that whole time. I will learn eventually. Do I stitch the... Oh no, it misses that completely. It'll be fine. Right? Question mark? Yeah, that should be because then around and be encased. I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to puzzle out. In a way that it gets across what I'm trying to puzzle out. Sorry, I'll just mumble over here to myself, but yes, I need to not catch that bit. Okay. This is so exciting. All of the little bits, smaller bits of sewing, smaller chunks of time that get spent. But this is when it gets really exciting, when you get big pieces all put together. And it starts looking like it's supposed to when it's done. Right? Yay! So now I just have to make sure as I'm stitching this that I'm not catching that facing piece. Otherwise that creates problems and I have to redo it. But I think I'm okay right now. Yep. So far so good. machine is throwing its little temper tantrum in the middle of sewing. Just the screen goes off. Cool, cool. So who's excited for daylight saving time tomorrow? Tonight, tomorrow? Not me. Gonna have to start remembering to, when I give my spiel about what my schedule is. We're on daylight saving time. Ta-da! And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a pair of overalls. Like, it looks like overalls now. All one piece. We've got the pant legs all on there. We've got the bodice on. Ooh, camera's over here. Bodice here. With the straps on it. Little pockets. I can't wear them to work. But I could definitely wear them working on more sewing projects. Well, once I finish them. Thank you. I'm so excited. Yay! I mean, they're definitely not done yet, but we're getting close. Let's see. So, just double checking that I don't have any pins. I didn't skip any, right? They're all gone. Because this will be really uncomfortable if I skipped any pins. Alright. Where are the legs? There they are. I might as well try it on just to make sure that, like, I haven't completely royally messed it up anywhere. Uh, mm, yeah, I mean, it's a little wonky over here since it doesn't have the buttons. Buttons are gonna be kind of weird to button up. Didn't really think about that. That's gonna be funky. But, I mean, it fits, and they're not too long. There's gonna be a cuff down there on the. If I step back over here, you can kind of see my feetsies. It'll be a cuff at the bottom to finish that off. Yay! Alright, on that note, I'm gonna take another quick break, because, whew, that was a lot. Where are we? It's 11. Oh my goodness, it's 11:15 already? How did that happen? Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick bio break, and I will be right back, and we'll see how much further we can get on this thing. So fun. Okay, we're back. Thank you for bearing with me on that. Alright, on inside, press edge. Wait, no. Did I do everything? Everything? Right sides together, pin upper edge, pants to waistband, matching centers and notches, and placing small dot at side seam. Did that. Stitch. Did that. Trim seam, clip curves, press seam towards waistband. I'm gonna start on this end. Hey, Metal Max. How are you doing today? How's it going? It's going pretty good. How are ya? We are making headway. The overalls are coming together. Solid tunes for the Coverall production. Thank you. Good. I'm glad you're well. Okay. Now, again, we're getting to this weird extra overlap situation. I'm gonna just clip it there and not clip all the way through. We'll see. Oh, it does look like Lego Liz. Ah, that's fun. I didn't even put that together. Party. So when I do... Oh no, that won't matter. That's not gonna matter, right? Because this comes up and over. Yes, okay, good. So this weird little loppy bit goes away. Yay. Alright. curves, press seam toward waistband. That is the seam. It seems like it would be easier to press this seam if I'd have done it before I'd trimmed it, but maybe not. It's not like it's difficult to press this seam, just more seam to press. There we go. Takes care of step number 24. Step number 25, on inside. Pin pressed edge facing over seam, placing pins on outside. Breaking my brain here. On the inside, pin pressed edge facing over seam, placing pins on the outside. This'll be fun. Wait, the Play School Dollhouse. So now I'm gonna look that up because I'm thinking I had one of those too. Okay, no, it wasn't. Well, no, it wasn't quite that one. Now I'm trying to remember what the dollhouse was that we had. I mean, I should be able to. Let's see. Let's make a quick. Scene. Add new scene. This would be browser. I don't know. Browser. Hang on. Oops. Wait, do I have to be in the browser one to, oh, did it show? Oh yeah, pink and white. No, you're talking about that one. Okay, I don't know. Sorry. I forget that it definitely doesn't even have that was the one. All right. Man, you have to put like a whole bunch of sources in a thing. That's crazy. Uh, but okay, there's that one. I'm trying to remember what it was that we had then, because we had a dollhouse that was similar, but it was blue. Plastic dollhouse. Oh. Because this is super important when I'm trying to put something together. No, this is fun. Had a cool Masters of the Universe thing that came with a mini microphone to talk through the gateway door. Oh. It might have been the Fisher Price. Fisher Price dollhouse. Well, those don't quite look like it either. Similar, but it wasn't Castle Grayskull, but it was a baddie stronghold of sorts. Oh, fun. Little Tykes. I bet it was Little Tykes. Does that sound right? Like a thing? Little Tykes dollhouse. There it is. Yes, I had the Little Tykes dollhouse. Yes, we do play Guild Wars 2. You reinstalled it finally? Yay! I only have Heart of Thorns, but I played everything in Guild Wars 1 except Eye of the North. I'm trying to get it tuned to level 20 at least and see how it feels from there. Do it! Yes! Oh, and if you want people to play with, let us know! Very exciting. What kind of character are you doing? Recent Twitch drops. Yes, got you to reinstall. All right. Sucker for dropsies. And they were some pretty good ones with the boosters and everything on there. Those are pretty nice. They'll help you get to level 20 pretty quick. I'm trying out the Paladin. Oh, okay, like the Guardian and Classic Necro. Sweet. Yes! Legolas has Guild Wars 2 up and running. Heck yeah! And Streamlabs. Sweet. And so far nothing has crashed. Yay! Welcome back to the land of the computer people again, Liz. We're happy to have you. Maybe you can stream again, hopefully. I've missed you. I've missed your streams. How am I supposed to put this? Oh my goodness, it's... I'm supposed to pin on the outside, but make sure I catch it on the inside. There. If I made a third, I'd try for Ranger for sure. I love the animals. Yes! You get all the animals. I think Heart of Thorns has some of the best pets. My first tune was a Revenant, and I reached max level, and I still have no idea how to use her. She's so much better, though. Honestly, she's a whole lot better when she's got the... I think. I think Revenant is much better with the specializations than it is as the normal. Back in number 1, I had maxed a Necro, Ranger, Warrior, and Dervish. Nice, nice. I still need to play 1. I have it. I started an Elementalist. I don't know if they called him Elementalist on there, but basically Elementalist. And I got just a little ways in, and then I stopped and I haven't come back yet. And that was like a couple months ago. Right? No, it is cool. I'm glad that they've decided that it's worth the community, or yeah, worth it to the community. Basically, because it doesn't take up so much bandwidth and stuff for them. They don't have to do much upkeep with it. Rev looks cool for sure. Basically the Ritualist from 1, but more Death Knighty. Yeah! I say, when I started with my Revenant, I kind of gave up on her for a little while because I termed her my stupid human trick because she just was... I couldn't figure her out at all. But once I got the... I don't know, either of the Renegade or the Herald, she got a whole lot better. It's like, okay, now she can live. And the Vindicator, the new End of Dragons one, is pretty good too. Alright, well, no blood, that's good. You're excited to get back into it. Always appreciated their non-sub business approach, and the story was always decent. Oh my gosh, yes, the story is so good. They made it unique and special, right? Yes. And no sub and no pay to win. What was it how did he put it? You pay to skin. Pay to skin, that's all. No pay to win, pay to skin. It's not just another carbon copy high fantasy world like everything else. Yeah. Yes, pay to skin, which I have. I have paid a lot to skin a lot, and I will continue probably to do so. There's a lot of fun cosmetics. Right? It's easy to support pay to skin when, again, it's not like changing the gameplay, especially for good devs, right? Like, basically they're making the amount of money that they would probably with a subscription service out of their skin store. Or the gem store, yeah. And some of the quality of life stuff they have off the gem store is also pretty great. I've got a reusable teleport to friends stone, so once an hour on any character. on every character really. I can teleport to a friend, and I don't, then it takes an hour to recharge on that character, and I can do it again if I need to. It is so pretty. Yes. Mount feels great. Yes. You do. Yes. So that is something that they've just introduced this year or in the last year since the End of Dragons, because that came with Path of Fire. But you can also get, I don't know if you can get the raptor in Cantha, but you can get the rabbit for sure in Cantha. No, you should be able to get the raptor too. And so that way you don't have to have Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns in order to have your glider and the raptor. Right, no, so you've got a rental, and I think last I heard you can use it for maybe 10 hours of playtime. Because free to play also gets it for a little bit. Yeah, it is a rental. It's temporary. They're trying to get you to buy the next thing up. But they may also have introduced, I don't know. I can't imagine only good for 1,000 miles, right? They'll charge you for the gallon afterwards. But on the other hand, they are usually doing they often have sales on like Path of Fire. So if you're enjoying it and you really, you're really into it, then yeah, you probably get Path of Fire fairly inexpensive. Probably. I have to take a shower. You smell that? Oh no! If not on later, I'll ping you in Discord. Yes! We can play some Guild Wars too! Yes! Please! Get you back in there and get those characters out. Let them run around. I most likely got Heart of Thorns on sale, so I'm sure there will be more in the future. Yeah. So I know, like, one of the big things that they've been doing is Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire combined for like $15, I think, maybe 20. They missed you. Yes. Now again, I haven't really looked at the prices. ArenaNet. Games. Learn more. And of course, then there's in addition to the expansions themselves, there's also the Living Worlds. Those are little standalone stories. Yeah, okay, so right now, Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns expansion 1 and 2 is $30. And End of Dragons is also $30 on its own. Yeah, explore Crystal Desert in the second critically acclaimed Guild Wars 2 expansion. You'll also unlock the first expansion, Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns. For $50, you can get all expansions, get everything you need to experience Tyria, Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire Heart of Thorns, or for $100, unlock all of the Guild Wars 2 expansions and Living World Seasons 2 through 5 to continue your story and customize your characters with elite specializations and masteries. I think it's $50 for the cheapest bundle that would include Path of Fire and End of Dragons for me. Yes, so $50 would get you the expansions. None of the Living Worlds, but get you those 2 extra expansions. You'll end up with Heart of Thorns again. It'd be cool if you could like kind of mix and match. You know. but it'll at least, yeah, get you those, uh, get you started. Let's see. And you can pick up the living worlds for gems. It's gonna level up a tune and get it into Heart of Thorns at least, for sure. Also, they reintroduced Living World Season 1. That will be free for everybody forever. So you do get that. That hadn't been playable since it was a thing. So you'll get Living World Season 1 as well as your Heart of Thorns. So that's pretty nifty. That was a cool yeah, bonus, right? Because I'd always kind of I'm relatively new to the game. I've just been playing since the last 3 years, and so I've had to read about the story of Living World Season 1, or watch videos that people made from then. But now we can play it, and I have, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Although I'm still confused as to when exactly Canuck gets introduced, because that didn't happen in what they've re-released. So I don't know. Did the music go away? I feel like maybe the music went away. Nope, it's just very quiet. Okay. You still have access to level 70 with Heart of Thorns. You have access to 80 without Heart of Thorns. So yes. The base free game will get you up to level 80. Yep. But with Heart of Thorns, you'll have your specializations. So let's see, you said Guardian, so you'll get Dragon Hunter, I believe, and Necro, you'll get Reaper, and Ranger, you'll get Druid. Soul Beast and Firebrand look fun too. Yay. Yeah, I do like Soul Beast. So if I get hooked, I'll definitely start throwing some money to unlock more species. Heck yeah. Yes. I think Soul Beast is probably the how I've lived in my Ranger the most. Necro's second is Scourge, using a torch, I believe. And I don't know, I don't do that one much. Yeah, it looks super badass. It was intimidating and I haven't figured it out yet. Definitely enjoying just little things like how the char fields when running on all fours, right? And some of like the little random things that they all say, depending on like what boons they maybe have on, or when you pick stuff up, you're looting things. Uh, Probably making a Sura just to feel the tiny legs. Yeah, Asuras are they've got some personality, that's for sure. I keep wanting to like I have I have two now. I've got because I've got two accounts. So I've got a an Asura Mesmer on my main account, and I made her because I wanted to like be useful at jumping puzzles. Uh, but I don't play her very much. Initially, I'd made her as a well, a warrior. I did make her as a warrior, and that just didn't work out. They are the best race. I mean, but they have such attitude. Which somebody who says that they are the best race would absolutely have. My friend Kat is very much all on board with her Asura. She loves it. Nate loves them. That's the only one he has, I believe. I think you got rid of all your other. I think you had a human at one point, but I think you got rid of that one, didn't you? Or a Norn or something. They're old. What do you expect? Know what I'm saying? Right? Lol. Lol. I still can't get over. Every now and then I'll hear an elementalist that is an Asura, a female Asura, and that voice actress must be from Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure. Because what is it that she says? Is it overload? What? Aftershock. when she hollers out her aftershock. Aftershock. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so so Great Lakes. You just said Wisconsin in totally local dialect, right? Sounds like Wisconsin. So oh, you're Michigan, are you? Okay, yeah. So I have a really hard time with that accent. I really don't love it. But I heard it so much because when I worked at the fabric store, I was from Iowa at that point, and northern Iowa at that, and my district was the Wisconsin Iowa district, and my district manager, was from Appleton. And so we had Milwaukee, we had Green Bay, we had Marshfield. So we get. I heard a lot about whenever we had issues with getting shopping bags, and the other managers from these Wisconsin stores are talking about their bags. I'm like, okay. It's definitely not my favorite accent, but again, right? Bags. So yeah, when she hollers out her aftershock, I'm like, oh. So Asuras are from Wisconsin. Eggs are eggs. Yes. And like a whole bunch of other ones that I have forgotten because that was over 7 years ago, but oh, let me make sure I'm doing okay. So on outside top stitch, waistband close to bodice waist seam line. Okay, yes. So we are just gonna stitch it very close to that seam. Cool. True, it's not Wisconsin, it's more like Wisconsin. Wisconsin. And it varies. I could always tell the difference between somebody who was more in Milwaukee, yeah, it wouldn't have been Milwaukee, it's Milwaukee, um, and the Green Bay, Appleton. It is really hard to type that accent stuff. You just have to like flatten out the A's and yes, Appleton. And all of this to say, I hope nobody is taking offense. I don't mean to. I'm not. I don't intend to drag accents through the through any kind of mud. It makes sense when you know it's Norwegian, uh, or yeah, Scandinavian, because then you have Minnesota and uh, North Dakota, South Dakota. Just analyzing the proper text usage of accent. Right. Yes. Yep. And for what it's worth, my absolute least favorite accent ever is a Boston accent. So there's that. Dakota, Minnesota. Right. Oh. I don't even want to say it. Boston. Boston. When I was doing drum and bugle corps, one of our instructors was from Boston, and we talk about he liked his baseball, of course. Red Sox, I'm pretty sure. Don't at me. Sorry, I don't follow baseball, but I'm pretty sure it's the Boston Red Sox because the White Sox are New York. No, White Sox are Chicago. I don't know. I'm near the top of Michigan's Lower Peninsula, so my accent is fairly tame. Nice, yeah. I know I got, the sporty. That's yeah. I might do some sporties, but not stick and ball sports. Big sports like wrestling. I'm an auto sports person. I do the zoom zooms. But yeah, he was always talking. What was the So, however, it was that he would say A1 steak sauce was a uh, funky way of saying it. I think it was sauce. I think it was some of it. A1 steak sauce. Yeah, sauce. Here I am trying to practice that accent that I never ever want to want to use. That said, I still like the SNL skit about sweater weather. Sweater weather. Maybe Buddies does the AW with everything for no particular reason. So coffee instead of coffee. 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 Or you flatten it out in coffee. Coffee? Nah, coffee. 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 I think he just got into mimicking the Boston accent too much and it stuck with him. And that's the thing, like, I will pick up accents if I'm hearing them. So, like, if I'm watching a movie, I noticed it first when I was watching Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean a lot with the English accents in there. I would start thinking in those accents. And then, yeah, if I watched, start thinking in Captain Jack Sparrow speak, right? Or Barbossa, Wizard Brain, yes. Yeah, I would start thinking in it, and then I would sometimes catch myself, like, randomly saying words in those accents, but not in, like, the whole sentence wouldn't be that. It would just be words here and there. Yes, Barbossa, right? Now I need to go watch those movies too. I haven't seen them in a long time. I have no reason not to. I have them all. Oh, correction. I don't think I have Pirates 5. We named the monkey Jack. Yes. And I know I'm probably butchering it. It sounds a whole lot better in my head. It's the making the mouth do the thing. Great big bushel of apples. Belay that. Do something else. Yeah, nope, that wasn't it at all. Oh well. And I'm so sorry, Nathan. As somebody with a legitimate English accent, you're probably sitting here, head in your hands, going, oh my god. I don't even think I finished those movies, started losing track after the 4th or 5th. There were only 5. There were supposed to be 7. The 4th one was alright. I think they should have stopped at 3. 5th one was... Yeah. Yeah. 5th one was the one with the mermaid and almost no original cast except for Jack, Barbossa, maybe Gibbs? And then the 5th one brought back Will. Elizabeth had a non-speaking part. And then it was their son. I like Dead Man's Chest because it had a lot going on, and Tentacle Face actor is good. Yes. He was Victor from Underworld Vampire Werewolf movies. Yes. Bill Nighy. Yes, he is very good. Yeah, he's great. One of my favorite, like, contemporary characters that he played was in Love Actually. I think it was Love Actually. Yes. Yeah, he was the washed up musician. He was great. It was fun. Alright, well, that is... Now, did I catch the waistband all the way around? I missed it a couple of places. But that'll be okay. Missed it there. No, only the one place. And that is fine. It just has to lay flat, basically. Us. You never saw that? It's pretty good. It's a little schmaltzy. There are some very problematic relationships in there. But there's also some really good acting, some really good drama, some very funny moments. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. And it's got like just a bajillion wonderful actors. Yeah, Liam Neeson and Emma Thompson and oh no, Alan Rickman. There we go. I like the multi-character drama relationship communication type thingies. Yeah. Then you should enjoy this one because it follows, I think, 7 different different relationships. Some of them are romantic, but like one of the best ones is a stepfather and son. The mother has passed away, so now it's the son with a stepfather, and that's the Liam Neeson, and it's so good, so cute. Because they're both still mourning, but they both, like, you know, have each other, and it's just, oh. Keira Knightley's in it. Hugh Grant as the Prime Minister. Alright, that is number 25 done. Zigzag stitch across lower end of underlap. You know, we're now at noon. Stack cast. Yes. Do it. You should definitely do it. It's really good. It's a holiday, like Christmassy setting, but it doesn't have to be a Christmas movie, you know, just because it's set around the holidays. Yeah, I think it was one of those early on ones that kind of started the craze of the ensemble cast with big name actors. Martin Freeman, I think, is it Martin Freeman? Like Bilbo? Yeah, Martin Freeman's in there. Just lots. It's really good. Is that the one with Colin Firth? I had Colin Firth in there too. Because if that's the storyline that I'm remembering, then it's even better. First multicast movies I remember liking were Lock, Stock, and Snatch, but they're from across the pond, mate. Yeah. I mean, this one's got mostly English. Well, it's set in England. Oh yeah, Rowan Atkinson's in it. Yes, Colin Firth. Laura Linney. Can't read that name. What is it? Martine McCutcheon. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Forgot about him in there too. Yeah, definitely. I highly recommend. Alright, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead, stop for now. I have I have overalls in almost one whole piece. The next section is going to be putting the underlap here, which is the only piece remaining that hasn't been put on. And then more or less, wow, that underlap gets a lot of steps. And then it's making buttonholes and putting buttons and doing the cuffs on the bottoms. Crazy thought. I wonder. There's part of me like, I have a zipper. Would I rather put a zipper in here than put buttons in? Buttons, but the buttonholes. And Alan Rickman Snape, right? AKA Die Hard France. Yes. Yep, he's in there. He's wonderful in there. His character is pretty awful, but he's wonderful. As always, he's always wonderful in everything. So yeah, if you check it out, you'll have to let me know what you think. I think it's a pretty good film. Yeah, so almost done with this. I don't know. I'm sure I will be on again at some point and stitching on camera. I need it for this weekend, so this next weekend. I think I'll have it done by then. I should. So, thank you everybody. Is your t-shirt Nightwish? It is. It's, I'll show off the rows. Nightwish is my all-time favorite band. It's one of the Century Child. Oh, if I turn my chair, you're not going to be able to see. Century Child with the label, or the song labels on the back. I've only gotten into them recently. Oh, yes. No, so good. A couple of years ago. And I would say they're probably at their best, although Century Child is still, I think, my favorite album from them. Tool is your all-time favorite band? Very nice. Yes. I'm very much into the European, I guess, power rock. Not so much dark metal, but like Nightwish, Dragon Force, Within Temptation, Powerwolf, Lacuna Coil. Give me a while, I'll remember more. Yeah, Within Temptation, so good. And Coil, yes. They're all so good. That said, I also like some of the American rocks too. I thought about wearing my Shine Down t-shirt today, but I was like, I have not worn this particular shirt in a while, so. I just discovered ODC. Ooh, do I know who that one is? Does it stand for anything, or that is their name, ODC? Not sure that's the name. Okay. Let's see, band. Oops. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check them out for sure. I Don't Know You and Wanted. Oh, well, Wanted is the first one that comes up on the videos when doing a Google search, so definitely. A Parisian band. Ooh, from Paris. Cool. Yeah, love talking music. Yes! Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's been a long time since I've listened to like any radio stations in my car because they don't play any of this European stuff that's just so good. So I basically just listen to Pandora all the time. Listen to pretty much everything regularly now except country. Yeah, I used to listen to country a lot. Um, Now I have one country station and it's Christian Kane um, on my Pandora. Uh, I used to only rock, metal, EDM, but I require more. Yes. Yeah, I've got. I mean, when if anybody asks me, well, what kind of music do you listen to? I'm like, yes. Um, Lily Rose got you to listen to it recently. Nice. Uh, my most recent is industrial. Um, Elrania played. She's one of the streamers down below. She does Guild Wars and Sea of Thieves and horror games. Um, she does. She'll play music sometimes before her stream, and one of the songs she played was Pong from Eisenfunk, and I'm like, man, I want to live in this music video. And so from there I was like, well, I wonder if Eisenfunk has a Pandora, if they're on Pandora, and they are. And so now I'm listening to all sorts of electronic uh, industrial music, so I'm really enjoying that. You found her randomly on Twitch live stream banner page. Oh, cool. Cool. You find everything on Twitch. Twitch is great. If I say so myself, sitting here on Twitch. But otherwise I have like random what is it? Like Omnia is a station that I've got, so it's like pagan, folk, Celtic music. I have my Nightwish station, which turned into a bit of. And it has Lorena McKenna on it and other Celtic songs, which is just a bit bizarre, uh, bizarre mishmash. Um, Another one that's like J-pop. It's from the Seatbelts, who did the music for Cowboy Bebop. So some days it goes more in anime direction, and other days it goes more in jazz. So you never know which one you're gonna get more of. Um, but it is good to be diverse because you never know what kind of mood you're gonna be in, and I don't want to have no music for a mood. But yeah, okay, I'm hungry. I need to eat. I'm gonna bring this all to an end. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I will be back some point, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah, thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Enjoy your day. I will for sure be back Wednesday for World v World Wednesday, Guild Wars 2. The United States is having our time skip today, so it will be 7:15, 7:30 a.m. daylight saving time. Starting Wednesday morning, going till about 10:15. daylight saving time. And then otherwise, yeah, I'll be on around. Should see if there's anybody to raid. Yes! Ooh, do that, do that. If I'll throw out my, You're back! Welcome back, Liz! Liz isn't that stinky anymore, yay! Welcome back! Let me put my... Do I have my character? My in-game name? Oh, I don't. Why didn't I put that there? Well, when I find it, I will post. I am leaving. I'm hungry and but look. I've got, it's all in one piece. And it looks like overalls. So now I just need to, just need to do the underlap and then the buttonholes and the buttons and the cuff at the bottom and it'll be done. Yeah. So very, very excited. I'm on step number 26 of 33. So nice, I'm so excited. I'll get them done soon. I'll try to do them on stream. I mean, if I'm gonna be sewing, I might as well have a camera on. Why not? Slav scores make me cry every time. Yes! Yes, so good. Right now I think Sleeping Sun has been like my favorite forever, but Beauty of the Beast right now is just making me melt right now. I would totally raid you if you streamed. You haven't hit go live in over 3 months? Sounds like time to hit go live. Nah, no pressure, no pressure. Who's streaming? We're doing Minecraft. Lizzle pressure. Legend has it that they love my fur babies and my voice. Yay, fur babies! Ooh, we could go raid Total Sapphic Panic. Haven't seen them for a little while. I see that they stream, but I'm never like awake because they're in Australia. Let's go raid them. Where's my raid button? There it is. Alright. Everybody, you have a wonderful day, and make sure you say hi to Coral. It looks like they're doing some sewing, making something with patches. So let's go take a peek. Yay! Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate everybody who does. It makes the time go so much faster and more enjoyable. Alright, 3,